Hello Cancer Nation, welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is genuinely well. This will be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Cancer in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus dominant in your natal chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Cancerian. We're going to go over delicate topics. Cancer Nation, keep that in the back of your mind as you listen to this reading. If you'd like to get a personal, you can do so by heading over to my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Let's dive right into this. You're obviously dealing with a Sagittarius. You are possibly Cancer or cross-watcher, kind of glued to your phone. You could possibly be receiving a message from someone this week because it definitely looks like somebody might want to talk to you. It is Sagittarius. I should have just gone ahead and done Sag tonight. There's a Sag. This is in your energy. Sun, Moon, or Rising, by the way. It's been a while since you've heard from someone. Maybe spending a lot of time on the internet. Maybe this is how you're kind of distracting yourself these days. Cancer or cross-watcher. Yeah, see, somebody that you haven't had a conversation with in a minute might be catching up with you. Maybe they want to talk to you about some things, and maybe this person hasn't been completely frank with you about things. They haven't been honest with you. It looks like somebody has a guilty conscience. Is this Cancer? I don't know. Maybe you feel like you have a lot of people that might be upset with you about something. Cancer? I don't know. That's odd. Looks like you got some money coming in. And yeah, you got the Sagittarius. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's in your energy. These could be your placements, though. You might possibly have fire in your natal chart. You might possibly be cursed by the zodiac sign of Leo. Maybe you're Cancer, Leo. Capricorn shows up. What in the world? Are you fighting with somebody? Okay, let's talk about it. Maybe you're not. Because not everything that's mentioned in the reading might have, you know, it might not, everything might not pertain to something that's happening to you directly. You could possibly be the observer. This might be going on around you. I do see somebody creeping. I do see some disrespectful things that are said. And it looks like maybe somebody's not ready to end something. Somebody could possibly be in the military, be in law enforcement. You're blocking somebody. You're not blocking somebody online. You're definitely blocking somebody out. There's a Virgo. Goodness, you got somebody. I am so tired of seeing this. Somebody's doing magic to puppeteer a situation. Okay, we're going to have to look at this a little bit closer. Okay. It looks like there's somebody you really have a lot of love for. But maybe you're not talking to this person right now. But you might be talking to them again pretty soon. If you are talking to them, it seems like you might be talking to them more often. And you might be talking to them about something specific that maybe you're kind of avoiding right now. I think somebody might still be kind of hopeful for what you had going on with them. It's just that this doesn't quite make sense to me, so bear with me. Cancer, I'm going to see what this is. Somebody's coming to see you. Cancer, cross-watcher, you might be getting your car repaired. Maybe your car might be running better. Or some of you might be deciding to get some transportation. Some of you have pets. You possibly be spending some more time outdoors. Maybe you decided to exercise more. Unless maybe you're connected to somebody who is athletic. Angela, are you doing any personal readings tonight? Yes. I'll be doing some more. I did them prior to this reading, and then I'll be back on after I do Cancer. And yes, I'll be doing personals tonight. I'm gonna get a better idea of what's going on. Somebody in your situation might be a smoker, might be a drinker, maybe. Somebody's worried about homelessness. This looks like you got a legal situation that you might be facing coming up. Yeah, this makes more sense now. What your situation, what your cards are trying to tell me, Cancer or Cross Watcher, some of you have a third party. Not all of you do, but some of you, this would be why there's conflict. This would be why there's deception. And this is why somebody's trying to control or manipulate a situation through magic. Maybe somebody's trying to do magic to get somebody to act right. For others of you, somebody's doing magic to get you and someone to separate. For the two of you to have conflict. Because let's talk about it. Somebody's puppeteering the situation. Is right next to the devil and the magician. So yeah, somebody's working on this. I think the conflict was already there though. I think you might be kind of paranoid. Somebody in a situation might be kind of nervous that somebody's going to slip up. Because somebody definitely is viewing the other person as being sneaky. Kind of up to something. Like maybe they got some tricks up their sleeve. So if that's your story, yes, somebody's trying to manipulate a situation to look a certain way. They're definitely keeping secrets. So if this is not somebody that has like an addiction to, I mentioned to you alcohol, somebody might be a smoker, there might be something deeper. Like this might be somebody that has addictions to gambling. Maybe this is somebody that might be paying for sex. Maybe they're seeing prostitutes. Somebody's blowing their money on something. It's not a judgment. I'm not judging you if you are. If this is your story, I'm just saying I see it in the reading. I see somebody gaslighting you about some things that you might be confronting them on. I think you might think that you're blind to, I think they think that they're blinding you from the truth, Cancer or Crosswatcher, but I think you know. I think you have full knowledge of what's going on. Either you do, and since we're talking about a third party, so it's either you have full knowledge or someone else does. They know what's going on. It could be, this third party could possibly be a friend or a family member that could be seeing the situation play out. And maybe there's somebody else that does know. Maybe there's some gossip in your situation. Now, there's definitely somebody lying to you. We talked about this. And somebody might be kind of taking advantage. You might feel taken advantage of. There's somebody else, okay? So this other person, they kind of entered your reading as though they're a friend. They're friends with the person that you're close to. It doesn't have to be that it's a romantic situation. But chances are they're attracted to someone. Separation. Some of you Cancerians are going through a separation, or there is a separation within a third party situation. These lies might cause two people to go their separate ways. It seems like things just kind of are snowballing in your situation. One lie leads to the next, leads to the next. Somebody's story ends up being inconsistent. I think somebody's fed up with the way that this is going. And you got somebody evaluating whether or not they want to be alone. Like, are they better off separating from the person that they're with? Somebody is completely aware that somebody is lying. I'm trying to figure out, like, are you? Okay. There's obviously some resentment here after there's been some lies. I think somebody is coming to ask for forgiveness or something like this. Like, they want to make up with you. It might be somebody's birthday. So some of you could possibly be dealing with a Virgo. Could be a Libra. Or maybe something did happen in the past on somebody's birthday. I see that something is going on with someone's health. don't think you're on good terms. Cancer, this might even be a friend of yours. It doesn't even have to be that it's a love relationship, but this conversation may not have taken place. Or if you are talking to this person, as I mentioned to you, there's something specific that they want to tell you. Maybe they've been dancing around the issue. It seems like somebody feels guilty about what happened. And maybe they might be extending an apology to you. Somebody might want to check in with you, especially if they haven't seen you, they haven't been around you in a minute. You got somebody that might be somebody might be asking you for a favor, a small favor, Cancer or cross watcher. Because it looks like somebody might need some help with something minor. And then you could possibly be stepping in to help them out with something. Trusting tricksters, wow. So you do feel like obviously somebody tried to pull the wool over your eyes. You trusted somebody, they completely messed up. So beneath that is repair. So yes, this is somebody that wants to repair the situation. Somebody's coming in to make amends with you. It's possibly this Virgo. I think this person cares a lot about you. Cancer or cross watcher. Maybe you can't tell. Maybe it's hard for you to tell because it looks like you feel deeply hurt by something that somebody did. This person might not be in a good situation at all. So if there was a third party, I was telling you, deceit broke down the relationship. So this person could be approaching you as they're leaving a situation. They're separating from someone. Maybe they lied to this other person about you. Somebody is lying about someone that they are introducing to you as a friend or acting like they're a friend. It's not that there's like, this isn't like an innocent friendship. You could be gossiping about this. Maybe you're talking to somebody else about it. Just shaking my head at the stuff that I'm seeing and I'm reading. So we go again. Yeah, that's what I see. So if they don't call you, they could possibly be texting you, sending you a DM. Somebody could possibly be writing you a message. Maybe there's something that you did see in someone else's phone. I'm not suggesting that you do go through somebody's phone or that you don't. I'm just saying that this would have been something that someone has already come across because they've already been digging for this information. Somebody's already in somebody's phone. They want to know the truth. They know that you've been lying about something, so they suspect that it has to be somebody that you're calling or talking to or somebody that you're DMing. Like I said, because it looks like there's inconsistencies in somebody's story. There's a Pisces, there's an Aquarius. Somebody is hurt because of this. Somebody definitely does feel betrayed. And I think that this would have been somebody that kept two, I want to call them relationships, but these aren't necessarily relationships. They kept two situationships going on at the same time. If you think that this is a relationship, Cancer or cross watcher, that you have with this person, let me be real with you and tell you it's not. One of you thinks that you're in a relationship and the other one of you is definitely not. It's not that. It appears to be a relationship. Like they've kind of given off the vibe that that's what this is, but it's not. Somebody is ending a situation to come back to return to someone else. Random side note, you might be seeing birds. Specifically crows. Somebody could be concerned about crow's feet, like fine lines or whatever. Someone could be concerned about that. Somebody could be concerned about looking youthful. Once again, come on with it. Deception. If there is something that you're doing, Cancer or cross watcher, trust and believe this week, this information comes out. It already has, really. And like I said, it seems like somebody feels terrible about what they did. They want you to give them a chance. They want you to take a chance on this again. So they might be showing an effort to show you that they care. But at the same time, I see that somebody blocked somebody. Did you block someone? You might have blocked them. You're not picking up their calls. Okay. No. This is somebody within the third party that does not want you to talk to this person. They don't want you talking to them at all. That could be what the deception is about. Somebody's denying having conversations with someone, with a third party. And it looks like somebody is jealous. Yes, it looks like somebody might be giving an ultimatum about this. You might be dealing with someone who has anxiety. Maybe they have depression. I definitely see envy intertwined in your situation. And it's because of these reasons that it's causing friction between the two of you. Something has become a habit. Like it seems like something is happening pretty frequently in this situation. Like the fighting, that aspect of things. So somebody's becoming single in a third party. Yeah, like I said, there's a reunion here. Somebody comes back. Somebody might be coming back to clear the air with you. Someone is looking back and maybe feeling that they made a wrong choice with not ending something with this other person. Especially if we're talking about a masculine energy. And when I say masculine, this could still be someone who's a woman, but might be more masculine. His name could be Daniel, by the way. Yeah, somebody is like avoiding someone, avoiding talking to. So yes, this is somebody that feels like maybe you're not picking up their calls. If you're not, I see somebody looking for you online. It could very well be this person. But as I mentioned to you, somebody is already looking through stuff. Like they're looking through somebody's phone, like their records, their what am I trying to say? Like their search history. Yeah, like they want to see who you've been talking to, what sites have you been to. They're trying to pick up some clues. They're trying to get some information. Now, if it's not this person, I want to say you could have a stalker, but at the same time, if we're talking about you being online, you already know that your movements get tracked online. Everybody's movements get tracked online. You know, when you go and shop online, or you get what I mean. Different sites, they track what it is that you're looking for, so they know they can tell you what, know what to advertise to you, that sort of thing. So it could just be your online thing. It doesn't have to be something crazy like like a troll. Okay, so you do have a stalker. Here we go. Somebody thinks something is real funny. It's like somebody's trying to provoke you, okay? That like somebody really gets a kick out of trolling you. That type of thing. Like somebody just, I don't know what this is about. Somebody's trying to trigger you, it looks like. Random side note, there might be like a car that's around you, the windows are blacked out. It just seems like something might be sketchy about this vehicle, a particular car. Okay. Okay, so you have a situation going on with your landlord. If it's not your landlord, then this might be somebody that you live with. I think it's your landlord. Let's look at this. What's really going on? It's oh, goodness, are you moving out? You might owe something. You might owe something to a company. This company could definitely be your, like the bank, like your mortgage broker. And this is your rent. Seems like you're having a hard time affording your rent. or your mortgage. Some of you might be facing some type of lockout. Like this is like an eviction, or yeah, that's what this looks like. Either you are going through this week, or you may have had, this may have happened to you in the past. You're getting a haircut, Cancer? You could be. Somebody around you could be. You're changing your hairstyle. It looks like a random side note. Yeah, you are. You're past due on something. Like you're behind in your payments. Like your bills. It seems like it's your house payment. Is somebody pregnant? Maybe this is your mom. Maybe your mom is going through something like this. It just seems like you're having a hard time affording your bills, okay? And I'm trying to see where we're going with this. You do have a legal situation. You might have a court date. You do, or somebody around you might have a court date coming up. Yeah. There's something that you need to pay. Trying to gather together this money. Yep, you've been biting through something. I think this is your financial situation. You've been going through something for a minute. Looks like you've been struggling to keep your head above water. Yeah, it's a not knowing of something. Like you're not sure how something is going to play out. It looks like you want to be hopeful about things. Yeah, this looks like legal paperwork has already been submitted to the court. So yeah, I think you have a court date. Well, this is, like I said, it's relevant to your past in some sort of way. Yeah, something's been lasting. So if some of you do have a court situation, maybe something's been lasting for a minute. Yeah, some of you could possibly be returning to court, or there's something that you need to return. Maybe it's paperwork. Here, guys, what's going on with, I all of a sudden want to call you Taurus. But you have Taurus in your reading there, actually. There is Taurus. So when you're dealing with Taurus, or you're like, I hear Taurus rising. Is somebody a Taurus rising? Okay, you are. You're worried about moving. Maybe you're worried about moving and having to return someplace specific. Maybe this is someplace that you don't want to go. Or you don't know, right? I pulled this card that said not knowing. Like maybe you don't know where you're going to go. You have anxiety about something. Yeah, I think that you want a direction to go in and you feel like you don't have it. I think that it's a legal matter. I think that there's a date circled on the calendar, but she's smiling now, so she doesn't look anxious. Maybe you start out at the beginning of these 7 days feeling anxious about what's going to happen with your living situation. And maybe within the next 7 days, or pretty soon, there's something that's going to get figured out for you. It just seems like you don't know what's going to happen. And like I said, it looks like you're focused on gathering this money together, and I think that you will. And if it doesn't come from your pockets, it looks like it might come from an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that might be helping you out with something. You're helping someone out of a situation, Cancer or cross watcher, or someone could possibly be helping you, or you're witnessing this happening. You're witnessing this taking place. Ooh, no. Okay, no. Let's go and talk about something else. Actually, let's go and see what Spirit says about this legal situation. You said you just became homeless. God bless you, Jamie. There's so many cards that came out. Gosh. A light-filled angel is at your side. It watches over you at every dark doorway. You got your angels that are watching over you. I already see why your angels are watching. Well, they'd be watching over you regardless. And see, it just irritates me to have to talk about this, but we talked about this at the beginning, right? Did we? I mentioned to you, got an envious person. It seems like this person, because as soon as I pulled that card, it said demon on it. And so, obviously, somebody is doing something. It says sabotaging relationships. Somebody's definitely trying to sabotage your relationships. That might be what somebody is doing. When it comes to this work that they're doing, you cast a spell with your existence. And then you got this card that says work your magic. I think this comes up for a few reasons. I think spirit guides are telling you, Cancer or Cross Watcher, work your magic when it comes to this. If there's something that you want, they're telling you to manifest it. They're telling you to put yourself in the right headspace to attract into your life what it is that you genuinely want. Because it seems like you could be focusing on the outcomes, the negative outcomes. Okay, this says a light-filled angel is at your side. You're going to be receiving a confirmation about something. Spirit is giving you confirmation. They're giving you clarity. They're letting you know that clarity is coming in about your situation. Wasn't I shuffling these? It seems like, yeah, you're either having to make a decision or a decision is being made. Spirit, what's going on? Deliverance from persecution. Deliverance of prisoners. Gives consolation in adversity. This is you. This is your angels coming in to give you consolation. They're trying to console you. They're trying to reassure you that as you're going through this adversity, that you're going to get through this. You're going to get the clarity that you need, the confirmation that you need to be able to move forward. Or if this is you, maybe you have been praying for something. It seems like confirmation comes through. Your spirit guides are letting you know that they've heard your prayers and they're going to be able to, they're moving something forward for you. Let's say October 31st, that date might be significant for you in some sort of way. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio, if I didn't say that already. Yes, it says divine comfort. Protection, preventative. Okay, protection from one's enemies. I don't want to say it like this, Cancer or Cross Watcher. It's somebody's confirmation. Spirit is saying somebody needs to hear it. I just don't want to be the one to say it, but I will tell you this. Obviously, some of you have an enemy. For some of you, it's more than one person that has their eye on you for whatever idiotic reason. Okay, because I talked to you about that. You got a troll that's in your energy. Somebody thinks it's hilarious, okay, to possibly, like, to see you go through something. It's like somebody might be, I was mentioning to you have a stalker. Some of you do. Somebody might be stalking you or kind of watching you to see if the stuff that they're doing is working. It doesn't seem like this is going to work full time. Returning. Thank you, spirit guides. I see it. This is work your magic, right? Somebody might be returning this magic back to the sender. I think so. I think this is how it backfires. This card that says deception, it's here more than once. I don't know, I mentioned to you gossip. Someone could possibly be gossiping about you. Somebody could possibly be saying some things that are not true about you. Or you, Cancer, could possibly be doing this towards someone. It seems like it's like for the purpose of self-doubt. Somebody wants to put doubt in your head, or they want to put doubt in the minds. They want to plant negative seeds about you to somebody else. Like I said, I don't want to spend time on that, but it's coming out in the reading, and now there's more to it. So maybe you're noticing a lot of bugs around you. Cancer or cross watcher, some of this crap is being sent to you. Let's talk about it. It does say demon. So somebody is doing this. But like I said, even though you might be going through some adversity, it seems like this angel comes through in your life. This angel could be coming through in the spirit world, or this could be the spirit is sending an angel in a human form to help you with something, to help you to maneuver your situation. You're gathering something, whether you're gathering resources, you're gathering information to be able to help you through a situation, to get this clarity that you're looking for. It looks like, honestly, this looks like you're able to gather together the funds that you need to get out of this situation in order to be able to move forward. It just seems like things might be a little bit up in the air for a minute. Things might feel a bit uncertain for you. Like I said, you're looking for a direction to go in. As soon as I pick up the deck, paths unknown. It's like you don't know what's ahead of you. I think that's what you're worried about. And it seems like maybe there's a lot of time that has gone by. There's a new contract coming in for you. So some of you could be moving, and there could possibly be a new contract coming in for you. For some of you could possibly be renewing your lease, or getting back on track when it comes to your mortgage, whatever this happens to be. I don't know if you own a home or if this is whatever the case is. It doesn't really matter if you own or you rent, whatever. It just seems like you're able to get back on track. You're able to gather to, yes, thank you, spirit guides, Archangel Michael. Your angels step in to help you with whatever this is that you're facing. If this could even be you gathering the courage to do something. What are you gathering? Let's see. I think it's money. Goodness, you need to take care of your health, Cancer or cross watcher. Yeah, Spirit says it's up in the air right now. That's exactly what I was feeling. But what are you gathering? Because you're returning to something. Possibly you're returning to court. Spirit guides come in to clear something. That makes sense. I did pull a card that said blocked. This is that your path is blocked, or you feel that it has been blocked. For others of you, it's due to someone's envy that they've created a blockage for you. That's what your angels step in to do. They come in to clear the way. Whatever this blockage is, they're coming in to remove it so that you can move forward. Yes. To this Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So there's something that you want. It seems like your angels are coming in to make this happen for you. You're praying for something where you feel like you don't see a way out because it's been lasting for so long. Something's been going on for such a long period of time that you're starting to get discouraged. Right? It's like you're starting to lose hope. What's taking place for those that are going through this? No, it's not yet time. This is not the divine right time to take oh goodness. Somebody's trying to silence you, Cancer. This is not the divine right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. Makes sense. The card was saying not yet across, or not knowing. Something isn't time yet. Something's going to require patience of you. Especially when it comes to your place. Your dwelling place. and figuring that whole situation out. You are. I was telling you that you're going to be gathering together the funds that you need. Spirit says, yes, that is the case. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. This is where they're clearing the way. Something is blocked, something is hindered, it's delayed. Somebody goes ghost on you. This could be you were looking for help from someone. Maybe you did ask someone. Maybe they kind of went quiet. Spirit is telling you be patient. There's some changes that are taking place. You're stressed out because it's up in the air. But your angels say that they've got it. They're saying it's in their full control. They're telling you that whatever you need is on the way. They're telling you to be patient. Something might arrive for you through your struggles. They're definitely talking to you about a Taurus. Some of you, it's about work. So maybe, I don't know if this is tied to your work. Maybe you kind of got behind in bills because of work. You got a new contract coming in. I did tell you that. So for some of you, like I said, maybe your issue is that you have an eviction on your record, bankruptcy, foreclosure, whatever the case, and maybe it's difficult for you to find a place to live. Maybe you don't know where to go to look for a new place. Some of you, I don't even think that this has happened. I think that you're worried about it. You're worried you're worried about the potential of this happening. Yes, I think so. Because something might not even be reality for you. Some of you, this is just, you're worried about what might potentially happen in your situation, just like I mentioned to you, because it's been lasting for so long. I think that Spirit is telling you that you're going to be able to move forward beyond this situation. Okay, it looks like there's some forward momentum. Spirit comes in to help heal your financial challenges. It might be through a person. Yeah, it looks like your house. This is your house being forced. The sell of a house. So back to this court situation. Some of you, I mentioned to you, got a court date coming up. It seems like this has something to do with your paperwork. I was mentioning to you paperwork might have been filed, and I was telling you there's something that you might need to return. You might be gathering paperwork that you need to return to court. So whatever this is with your paperwork, you want to have it organized, you want to have it ready, and it seems like you want to be able to turn things in on time. You might have to turn something in. Punctuality is what I'm trying to say. Might be of importance with something that you have coming up with this court situation. Whatever it is, it seems like it's stressing you out. It's keeping you from getting proper sleep. I think it's going to work out for you, though, to be honest. Okay. So, yeah, you want to have your paperwork in order. It seems like there's something that you might need to turn in. But I think that you don't have the money right now. It seems like there's a gift of money that's coming in for you. As I've mentioned to you several times already, I think something is going to work out for you. Now, this is a job. Maybe some of you have you got let go from your job. Some of you, this could be a job offer that's coming through. Because it seems like that's the dilemma. You're trying to find work, like consistent work. Maybe you're a bit discouraged about it. Did you quit your job? It looks like it. It looks like some of you could possibly be putting in your notice. Some of you might be deciding to do this. Maybe you're taking a risk so that you can start your own business. Maybe this is a wake-up call to you that maybe you kind of put it off for. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to quit your job. Let's make that clear. Some of you, maybe you're realizing that it is time to. However, I'm telling you that for some of you, you may have already made that decision. You may have already made it up in your mind that maybe it's time to leave this job and start your own business. But don't come back and say, Ascensions told me I needed to quit my job. No, I didn't. I did not tell you to quit your job. However, like I said, some of you, I think this is what you've already made up in your mind because you might feel like it's time for a change. So this could possibly be you putting some steps in order to make that a possibility. It seems like that might be something that is crossing your mind. Well, let's go to this health situation because I think that there is a glaringly obvious health situation that some of you, not all of you cancers, some of you, and some of you, it's not you at all. It might be your family members. It might be a friend of yours. Or chances are this part of the reading might not even apply to you. So you can just disregard it. I do feel like there's some issues with anxiety with you. Or at least there's some situations where it's kind of hard for you to keep your composure and stay calm. So some of you, maybe that's what the health issue is. It might be anxiety. I think that there might be something deeper. I think that there's somebody that might be coming in to support you as you go through a health situation. You possibly be getting your health looked into. Some of you could possibly be getting surgery, or surgery could possibly be being suggested to you. Somebody could the doctor could possibly be putting someone on medication. Somebody is possibly, for some of you, diabetic. I definitely pick up an issue here with the pancreas. For some of you, I'm sensing like a heart issue. I just took this deep breath. So if you, there's something going on with your breathing. I think it's anxiety for some of you. This might be your spirit guides telling you to take a deep breath and to relax. Everything is going to be okay. Yeah, whatever this health issue is, it seems like it's been lasting for a while for some of you. And maybe you haven't, like I said, you haven't gotten it taken care of. No, we're talking about returning. So maybe you might be returning to the doctor this week. Maybe it's to get some results. It could be to get your labs drawn. Something possibly takes you back to the doctor. I think it has a lot to do with your stress levels. I think they're through the roof. I think you're not getting enough sleep. The spirit is encouraging you to take it easy. They're saying whatever it is that you need, they're here to supply it for you. It just feels like it might be difficult for you to trust that, like I said, because of some circumstances that are going on in your life. So like I said, for some of you, there might be something that the doctor is suggesting. You might be deciding to research this information with regard to your well-being or someone else's, so that you can take charge of whatever is going on with your health, your healthcare needs. Some of you might be experiencing a lot of back pain. Some of you might be deciding that maybe it's time to change your doctor because you might feel like you're not getting anywhere with this doctor. Some of you, we're talking about the doctor, but really we're talking about the dentist. There might be a dental issue that you might need to take care of. Some of you could possibly be getting your teeth pulled. Or for, like I said, some of you, you're returning to the doctor because of your labs. Maybe you're getting the results of these, or you're getting some labs done. This might have something to do with your weight. I don't know if you're trying to reduce your weight, or maybe there's just been some weight loss. You guys are definitely encouraging you to maybe get out and get some exercise. It just seems like maybe you've been indoors. You haven't been outside. And maybe some sunlight could do you good. There might be a vitamin deficiency here. But yeah, I think some of you are looking into something when it comes to your health. Some of you could possibly be deciding to get a second opinion. Maybe this is why you're changing doctors. But I think for some of you, there might be an improvement to your health, to a health situation. But since we're talking about time and timing and this sort of thing, it just seems like if you've been putting something off and you've had like a chronic health issue, it's been lasting for a while, your guides are saying, what are you waiting for? Cancer, it's time to go back. It's time to get something looked into. It looks like for some of you, this might be, and I want to be tactful about the words that I'm saying, because I don't want some random persons coming across the reading and it's not their reading to start worrying and think that I'm talking about them. No, I think it might be for one or two people that are listening to this reading. Time to call the doctor. Or like I said, this is the doctor possibly returning your call, getting back in touch with you about a health issue. Some of you, maybe you have been waiting for someone to contact you, or somebody has messaged you. Maybe you might be deciding to return somebody's call. Somebody's contacting you. Whatever this call is that's coming through for you, it seems like it's relevant, like you've been waiting for it for a minute. And it seems like it might have something to do with money. You could possibly be contacting a creditor, or someone that's helping you or giving you guidance or resources could possibly be getting in touch with you. I'm not sure why you're not getting sleep, but it could be that you work the night shift. Or maybe you just, I don't know. You're receiving, if it's not a call, then it's definitely a text. I think you are getting a call from someone. I think if someone is not apologizing to you face-to-face, Cancer, or you're not apologizing to someone face-to-face, it's through text. Somebody is texting you this. Then it looks like maybe there's been a trip that you had set aside. You might be going on that trip. Or this is someone from a distance that's coming to see you. I mentioned to some of you, you're moving, you're packing. Or maybe some of you, you're donating some old items that you don't need any longer. You're removing clutter from your life. It looks like it, like you're looking through your old papers and stuff. Whatever it is that you don't need, it looks like you're gathering things for the trash or whatever. Either way, it seems like you're getting rid of some stuff. And these are not literal things that you're getting, like possessions that you're getting rid of. I was telling you, you might be dropping the dead weight. So if there's someone that is in your life that is cluttering you, monopolizing your time, etc., you're getting rid of it. Your guides are telling you, Cancer or Cross Watcher, there's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Some of you might be concerned about becoming single parents. Your guys are telling you whatever the case happens to be, everything is going to be okay. Spirit, anything else for the Cancer Nation for the next 7 days? Yes, letting go. This is you surrendering to that, not being so fixated on the outcome, because your guides are saying patience, Cancer or Cross Watcher. Something is up in the air. Something is going to require you to let go and trust that whatever is for your highest good is going to take place. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. That's life. It ebbs and it flows. So there's going to definitely be some changes that are taking place. Your guides are saying in the midst of that change, let me remind you, everything is going to be okay. It doesn't appear that you trust that that's the case. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody is perfect all of the time. You know what I mean? Nobody is in a positive state of mind 24/7, 7 days a week. But looks like your spirit guides are letting you know that everything is going to be okay, whatever this happens to be that you're worried about. Your intuition is definitely coming in to give you some psychic insight. They want you to follow your intuition. And it looks like you have some increased awareness about some things, because it looks like you got some ancient wisdom. or this is what's coming through. Awakening ancient wisdom, deep inner knowing is emerging within me. So your guides are telling you to follow that inner knowing, whatever that inner nudge is telling you about something, maybe trying to give you some insight about what might be playing out, or that intuitive guidance that comes through is definitely from your spirit, this especially this week. See advice, Holy Spirit, for the Cancer Nation for the next 7 days. If anyone is interested in getting a personal, I am doing personals right after this live. You know, spirit guides are telling me pull these instead. They want you to feel reassured that everything is going to be okay. They want you to release feeling insecure. It seems like maybe you do feel insecure about the future, or maybe you're just very self-conscious. Maybe that's what this envy is about. Maybe it has something to do with someone's insecurity. Maybe they're imposing their insecurity on you. Release fear. Cancer is the message that Spirit wants to give you. Stop inventing scary stories about the future. Stay in the now and affirm your strengths. Some of you are dealing with a Leo, or you are Cancer Leo. I just said stop being afraid. Stop making something, again, overthinking and letting your negative thoughts overpower you, because that's what it looks like is taking place right now. You might be criticizing yourself, berating yourself in the worst moments. When a critical inner voice says, I'm not enough, or I'm too sensitive, immediately counter it with, that's not true. Focus on loving thoughts instead. You are feeling insecure about something, or someone around you could be always beating themselves up about the situation. Focus on gratitude. Don't wait for a crisis to happen to be grateful for your life. Today, focus on what you have to be thankful for. So Spirit is definitely, yes, it is. Felicia, it is. They want you to be thankful for what it is that you do have. It seems like you could be focused on what you don't have, or what you don't think is going to come through for you. And it just seems like your spirit guides are encouraging you to shift your focus from that type of thinking. It's not going to help you. It's not doing you any favors in this type of situation. I definitely feel like your angels are coming through with something, because it looks like whatever you, let me remind you, whatever you were concerned about, whatever you were worried about at the beginning of the next 7 days, it seems like you're getting some encouraging news, or things begin to flow for you when they've been a bit delayed. With that, Cancer Nation and Cross Watchers, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you'd like to book a personal, my website happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Or, as I mentioned before, you can stay tuned for the paid live, which will begin directly after this current live session. Thank you, Cancers and Cross Watchers, for tuning in. Have a blessed, beautiful, productive week. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.